At 10:54, JB came slanting down over me, then pulled up in a line de vol and went straight for the lines. I fell in behind him at about 100 meters distance. Irving was 200 meters higher. Before we left the field, he said, "You are not to think about Germans. That's my job. I'll warn you if I see that we are going to be attacked. Go straight for the balloon. If you don't see me come down and signal, you will know that there is no danger." The French artillery were giving splendid cooperation. I saw clusters of shell explosions on the ground. The gunners were carrying out their part of the program, which was to register on enemy anti-aircraft batteries as we passed over them. They must have made good practice. Anti-aircraft fire was feeble, and such of it as there was, very wild. We came within view of the railway line, which runs from the German lines to a large town, their most important distributing center on the sector. Following it along with my eyes to the halfway point, I saw the red roofs of the village, which we had so often looked at from a distance. Our balloon was in its usual place. It looked like a yellow plum, and no larger than one, but ripe, ready to be plucked. A burst of flame far to the left attracted my attention, and almost at the same moment, one to the right. Ribbons of fire flapped upward in clouds of black, oily smoke. Drew signaled with his joystick, and I knew what he meant. "Hooray! 2 down! It's our turn next!" But we were still 3 or 4 minutes away. That was unfortunate, for a balloon can be drawn down with amazing speed. A rocket sailed into the air and burst in a point of greenish-white light, dazzling in its brilliancy, even in the full light of day. Immediately after this, 2 white objects, so small as to be hardly visible, floated earthward, the parachutes of the observers. They had jumped. The balloon disappeared from view behind Drew's machine. It was being drawn down, of course, as fast as the motor could wind up the cable. It was an exciting moment for us. We were coming on at 200 kilometers an hour, racing against time and very little time at that. Sheridan, only 5 miles away, could not have been more eager for his journey's end. Our throttles were wide open, the engines developing their highest capacity for power. I swerved out to one side for another glimpse of the target. It was almost on the ground, and directly under us. Drew made a steep virage and dived. I started after him in a tight spiral to look for the observers, but they had both disappeared. The balloon was swaying from side to side under the tension of the cable. It was hard to keep it in view. I lost it under my wing. Tipping up on the other side, I saw Drew release the rockets. They spurted out in long, wavering lines of smoke. He missed. The balloon lay close to the ground, looking larger, riper than ever. The sight of its smooth, sleek surface was the most tantalizing of invitations. Letting it pass under me again, I waited for a second or two, then shut down the motor and pushed forward on the control stick until I was falling vertically. Standing upright on the rudder bar, I felt the tugging of the shoulder straps. Getting the bag well within the sights, I held it there until it just filled the circle. Then I pushed the button.